Larson. I have become your genealogist.
Yeah.
Glad you're all here, and we're celebrating another 5 years of Uffda.
Just a minute, maybe we'll
Well, she did the right thing. She introduced herself. I tend to assume that probably people know me. I'm Paul Saplin. I am the youngest son of Gladys and Carol Saplin, and Gladys was one of the original 12, also the second to the youngest. And Jeannie and I are the youngest of the 31 cousins. So, well, we drew the short end of the straw, so that's what we're doing. The other thing is, I want to mention to you that, you know, we don't see each other for...
Listen.
Oh, just wait. Well, somebody's coming, and she's late, as usual.
Are you bragging about yourself, Ben?
I was. Do you need help up the stairs there, old lady? Are you sure?
Am I in your way?
Here, can I pull the chair away from you?
You would be the first to do that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
No. Hello there.
I am going to have to put this on.
That's fancy stuff. I don't know about that stuff. What do I do now?
You keep talking.
Oh, Lordy.
I'm going to put this in the back of your pants.
Did you know who I was?
It's not a train.
I am one of the Lee sisters. You remember Home and Og? They used to be here. Home is still here somewhere. Where are you? Right there. I see you. I am lone. Oh, there you are. There's my sister. I am lonely. And I do get lonely once in a while. Gee, mister. Okay, it'll stay on my head now. Listen, I wanted to share a couple things with you. One of the things I wanted to tell you about was one of the things that my sister gave me. She gave me this present, and she said I needed to go use it. What she said was, I needed to exercise and get in shape. So for my birthday, she gave me a personal trainer, and I could go do all this exercising. So I decided to keep it in my journal. So I'm going to let you know how that went. Okay. So I called the club and I made these reservations so that I could meet with this personal trainer. Her name was Belinda. She identified herself as a nice aerobics trainer. She seemed pleased with enthusiasm to get started. The club encouraged me to keep this chart, so that's why I got this chart. Monday. Started my day at 6 a.m. Tough to get out of bed. But I found it was well worth it when I arrived at the health club to find Belinda was waiting for me. She's something of a Greek goddess. She's got all the smiley white teeth and dazzling smile. Belinda gave me a tour and she showed me all the machines I was going to have to use. I enjoyed watching the skillful way in which she conducted herself. She was really inspiring. So Belinda was encouraging as I did my sit-ups, although my gut was already aching from holding it in the whole time she was around. Oh, I thought this is going to be a fantastic week. Tuesday. I drank a whole pot of coffee, but finally made it out the door. Belinda made me lie on my back and push some heavy iron bar into the air. Then she put weights on it. My legs were a little wobbly on the treadmill, but I made the whole mile. Belinda smiled. It made it all worthwhile, you know. I feel great. It's a whole new life for me. Wednesday. The only way I can brush my teeth is to lay the toothbrush on the counter and move my mouth back and forth. I believe I've got a hernia on my pectorals. Driving was okay, as long as I didn't try to steer or stop. I actually parked on top of a Geo in the club parking lot. insisting that my screams were bothering all the other members. Her voice is just a little too booky for me, so early in the morning. Then she scolds me and she gets this nasally whine. It's very annoying. My chest hurt when I got on the treadmill, so Belinda put me on the stair monster. Why the heck would anyone invent a machine to simulate an activity that's rendered by an elevator? Belinda told me it'd help me to get in shape and enjoy life. Oh, she said a bunch of other junk, too. Thursday. Belinda's waiting for me with that vampire-like teeth exposed as her thin, cruel lips are pulled into a full snarl. I couldn't help being a half hour late. Took me that long to tie my shoes. Belinda took me to work out with the dumbbells. When she was not looking, I ran and I hid in the restroom. She sent some other skinny girl to find me. Then as punishment, she put me in the rowing machine, which I sank. Friday. I hate Belinda more than anybody I ever saw. She's a skinny, anemic, anorexic little cheerleader. If there was a part of my body I could move without unbearable pain, I'd beat her with it. Belinda wanted me to work on my triceps. I don't have any triceps. And if you don't want dents in your floor, don't hand me the barbells or anything else that weighs more than a sandwich. The treadmill flung me off. I landed on some health and nutrition teacher. Why couldn't it have been somebody softer, like a drama coach or a choir director? Saturday. Belinda left me a message on my answering machine in her grating, shrilly voice, wondering why didn't I show up today? Just hearing her voice made me want to smash the machine with my planner. However, I lacked the strength to even use the TV remote, and I ended up watching 11 straight hours of the Weather Channel. Sunday. I'm having the church van pick me up for services today, so I can go and thank God this week is over. I will always pray that next year my sister will choose a gift for me that is more fun. You know, like a root canal or a hysterectomy. I will say this. If God wanted me to bend over, he'd have sprinkled the floor with diamonds. Now you know why I'm in such good shape. I think I have to have a drink. It's kind of hot. I have one other thing I gotta tell you, because it's something I'm kind of upset about. I tell you, I get kind of upset. Have some of you ever heard of Abercrombie in French? Well, I don't know how many of you have heard of it. It's a store, you know, called Abercrombie in French. Well, let me tell you, I wouldn't even eat a piece of French toast if they gave it to me on a silver sterling spoon. I just found out what is the root of moral replay. Now, can anybody tell me what this is? Does anybody know what this is? Maybe you think it's some kind of a toy. Or maybe you think it's a slingshot or something. You have any idea where this string goes? Where it's supposed to rest? Let me tell you, the French call this a thong. Well, teenagers all across America are wearing this string. Oh, God. Can you imagine sitting in church? Oh, and there's nothing but a string up your hiney. I think it's a sin to sit in church with it. Magazines, you know, they make it look so stylish. It's not stylish. It's unsanitary. How can a teenager go to her mom and say, "Mom, can you wash this?" It's a fecal nightmare. I think it's a weapon of mass corruption. I just know these panties are Democratic paddings. You've never seen them. Can you see Hillary Clinton wearing this? Or Tipper Gore? Or maybe even Nancy Pelosi wears these. I don't know. If you close your eyes right now, you could maybe see that. Now, Billy, this is what I want you to know. How many of you right now are sitting here with a little string up your eye? Do you go to the house of the Lord with that? With this little penny? Oh, can I have a show of hands who's wearing that? Oh, I see a lady back there. Oh. Now, this isn't just for teenagers, it's for old ladies. This is what I have taken it upon myself. You need to be wearing. Do you not understand that? These are the good Christian pennies that you wear. Here, you need to pass this to Carl. And you just slip them on right over your panties. You know. Oh, here's a flower one. You need one, honey? Oh, the good Christian panties, you know what? They got a godly cotton crotch. There's nothing like a woman wearing sanctified godly panties. Okay. Next time you're sitting in church and you're wondering what that woman is wearing next to you, you better hope it's good Christian sanctified panties. Here, you need one too. I think I need to go. It's so hot. I really am hot.
I'm going to dig down in your pants.
Oh, they're falling off.
So you can go up? You need help down there?
I did that exercising. I know, I'm really good.
Okay. She touched on it a little bit at the beginning, but was it in '87, Amy, when the Lonely Sisters introduced themselves?
Yep.
No, I think it was '87. And Amy was one of the Lonely Sisters. My mother was another one of the Lonely Sisters. And Jeannie was ugly, I think.
I still am.
And I think I just met one of their brothers back there, and his name is Ed Norton. Is that right, Dave? All right. Well, the next person, actually Trudy, I'm going to have you stand up and say a few words. This is Trudy Shaw, who is the daughter of Ruby and Art.
I have to follow after what you just saw, so I'm not even going to try. I'm here, and my dad's here, and my husband, and I'm the granddaughter of Ruby, great granddaughter of Emma and Uffda. Yeah, is it better?
Yeah.
And I just want to say that it's always been a privilege and an honor to be able to come to the Uffda Reunion and see people that we haven't seen for years. And I know my dad, and if my mom could be here, she'd say the same thing, that this is always a very special event, and we look forward to it every 5 years, and hope it continues. The only remembrance I'm going to speak about now is of great-grandma Larson, and that was when she was living with my grandmother, Ruby. We were small, okay, maybe I was 16. Okay, not small. But anyway, they had the new swimming pool in Clarkville. And I can remember Grandma saying, okay, girls, you can go swimming. So we ran upstairs, got our bathing suits on, and I came down the stairs, and there was Grandma Larson at the bottom of the stairs. And I had a two-piece on, mind you, not a bikini. And Grandma Larson looked at me and said, truly, Anne, you get upstairs and change immediately. So, of course, what do? I went upstairs. Pretty soon, Grandma comes up and she says, it's all clear, Trudy. Come on. And so we stepped out the door and away we went. But that's the way it was with Big Grandma and my grandma. And again, I thank you all for the reunion.
Carol is going to come up and speak about the memories of those that have passed in the last 5 years.
What we're going to talk about is Charlotte Cephalon. She was at this reunion 5 years ago. She sat in that row of chairs under that tree. I can remember just like it was yesterday. And that was in 2007. And she died August 25th, 2007. She was married to Lloyd, the son of Axel and Emma. And this is what I put down about her. She had 4 boys, and she was widowed in 1970. And when Terry, I haven't talked to Terry yet. Where are you, Terry?
Terry's here.
He's right there. Okay. He was 15 years old when his father died. And then I kind of lost track. Did you go to Minneapolis shortly after that?
We did, yes.
And is that where you graduated from?
I did graduate from Richfield, yeah.
From
Richfield.
Richfield.
Yeah.
Okay, those are questions that I have. And the other 3 boys are all here too. And it's Lowell and Daryl and Ardell and Terry. They're here in number. They're all here. And I have written down something being soft-spoken, and she had the kindest touch to her. If she would just hug you a little bit, there's always a kindness behind it. And I do know that she loved Lloyd very much, and she loved her 4 boys. And like I told you, the last time, I remember the last picnic here, and there she sat. I made a threat today that I was going to sit under that tree, because I thought I had reached that time. But nobody asked me. So here I am. Okay. The second one we're going to remember is the last daughter of Carl and Emma, and she died, she died in May of 2008, and that is Dorothy. Imagine, Carl and Emma, 12 children, and Dorothy, it was all in place. She was the last one to go. Did I tell something about Dorothy? I'm going to tell something about Dorothy. Okay. My memories of Dorothy is staying with Grandma and Grandpa Larson. And here would come this car up there. She was about 16 years old, I think. There were 4 years difference between us. And there was Maura. And she'd have to come in the house and ask Grandma if she could go, because Grandma ruled that household with an iron hand. And I can remember Maura. I don't see, where is Maura? But he's not here. Okay. But how much in love Laura and Dorothy were. Okay. I remember Dorothy as fun-loving. She could laugh and she could cry. I remember at her wedding, she cried the entire time they stood in front of the altar. And it wasn't because she was sad. She was so happy that when she was happy, she cried. She too sat under that tree at her last picnic. And that's how I remember her. Okay, then we have Donald that died in 2009 in October. And now I've got to tell you because we're in the grandchildren, and he was the third oldest grandchild. He came number 3. And he was married. When he was served in Germany, he met Hildegard. And pretty soon he came home, and Hildegard came after him, and they were married. And Hildegard, where are you? Right there. And we're just so glad to have you here. I did put down that Hildegard's
Mother was the first one to be adopted, not born into the family, but adopted into the Larson family, right?
Okay. And the one thing I remember about Donald is his love for the Lord and for his family. Now it's real surprising because the next one that we lost was his brother Arlen. And Arlen was the oldest of the 31 grandchildren. And he died in the 1st January of 2010. And I remember, I have to tell you, I'm the second oldest grandchild. And today, I am the oldest grandchild. Arlen and I were close. And when we would go to family gatherings, naturally, we're the two oldest, so we go off together. It never ceased to amaze me because one time, I think we were both in high school, and he took a magnifying glass. Now this is the way Donald's mind, or Arlen's mind worked. He took a magnifying glass and a piece of wood, and the sun was like it was today, and he had the sun shining through the magnifying glass, and he wrote the name on the piece of wood. Well, you know where Arlen went. He became an electrical engineer. It says in the book here that he understood how electricity worked. He was an electrical engineer, how electricity worked, and sometimes he'd talk, and I thought, what are you talking about? He worked for Honeywell, and he did a lot with thermostats, and that wasn't anything I understood. But Arlen, too, was a very, very special person, and we remember him today. The next one to die was Phyllis in October of 2011. She was the daughter of Edith and Arnie. And when I think about her and when I read about her in this book, I just put the word hospitality with her. Because she loved people. Remember her working in the restaurant in Clarksville? I loved to have her wait on us when we were there. And the hospitality just flowed through her. She too laughed and cried and welcomed everyone that she met. And she made you feel so good. So we remember her with love today. And the last one listed here is Dustin Robert Post, and he died November of 11. Yeah. He was 21 years old. And so I had a little trouble with this because I didn't know the name. And so if you have trouble, just look in your book. He was a son of Gerald and Marjorie Larson. And Gerald is the second or the 22nd grandchild of Carl and Emma. And the great, oh no, I got that wrong. Dustin. Did I say they're all wrong? Well, help me, I want it right.
Justin, daughter of Karen.
And his wife's name is Marjorie, and they're here today. I talked to them, so I said I was going to get this right. Because Karen is here, the mother of Dustin is here. And where are you, Karen? We've had a long talk, and look what she's got with her. Can you just have him stand, have Lucy stand up. She's brought Dustin's hunting or dog with her today, and that he loved to hunt. Dustin, that was one of his things that he liked to do. And I think that's really neat, because here we've got Dustin's dog remembering himself. Did I get that all right?
I think so.
Okay. Well, anyway, that's all we've got.
Sopler, and he is the son of Jamie Sopler, who is Gladys's grandson. We can
God, all this thing for his son, and his dad, and my mom, and my dad, and for all the friends of mine, and my home, and good, the summer long, that's why it takes every day. Amen.
We are going to finish up with Wayne Conklin. And as we don't have any keyboard, he is going to do
I can remember 5 years ago, I know several of you came up to me and asked, are you going to sing? So my mom had to twist my arm pretty good. But last 5 years ago, if some of you were here, remember my two sons and I played a little ensemble together. I'm sorry they couldn't be here today, but we still do that whenever we get a chance. And but today I'm going to sing a hymn. It's called Jesus Paid It All. And on the last chorus, I would like to hear this big Larson clan join in on the final chorus. All right? I hear the Savior say, "Thy strength indeed is small. Child of weakness, watch and pray. Find in me thine all in all." Jesus paid it all to him I owe. Sin had left a crimson stain, he washed it white as snow. Lord, now indeed I find thy power and thine alone can change a leper's thoughts and melt the heart of stone. Jesus paid it all to him I owe. Sin had left a crimson stain, he washed it white as snow. For nothing good have I, whereby thy grace to claim, I'll wash my garments white in the blood of Calvary's Lamb. Jesus paid it all to him I owe. Sin had left a crimson stain, he washed it white as snow. And when before the throne I stand in him complete, Jesus died my soul to save, and my lips shall still repeat. Jesus paid it all to him I owe. Sin had left a crimson stain, he washed it white as snow. Amen.
Rose Hanson's birthday is tomorrow, and she'll be 86.
Okay, and one of Joyce Nicolaus's, my daughter Tammy,
Her daughter Tammy's birthday,
and Berta. And Berta's
and
tomorrow.
Berta's birthday.
Good. So should we sing happy birthday? Yeah. Big voices. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Larsons.
Happy birthday to you.
And whoever's birthday we didn't get about. What I'd like to do is have Ellen's family, everyone who is a descendant of Ellen, Larson, can you come up and we'll take pictures of you? That's the first.